Like you got niggas like Yayo talking about, yeah, Jay don't take care of nigga. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo smoke hard coke,
yo chill. Yo chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene, nigga. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
You
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why-
ounces, nigga.
That's why
Paid
you
in full
looking to
movie,
see-
nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's why he worrying about
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know
See?
I got it, nigga. What's
Don't-
up? The
ain't
bag
nobody-
is up. The bolsa.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the bolsa at, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of niggas over here, B. Yo, nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. Niggas deserve it. They need to hear this shit, man, because they bugging out here. All these niggas worrying about who taking care of who. We take care of we.
From the outside looking in, it felt like the rap scene was slowly turning into a wild talk show battlefield, with every week bringing a brand new clash popping off on some podcast. Lately, all eyes were locked on the tension brewing between Tony Yayo, Jim Jones, and Memphis Bleek, and the drama kept stacking so fast it barely felt real. Yayo eventually claimed the whole situation wasn't even natural. He said N.O.R.E was the one moving pieces in the background, lining things up like a quiet mastermind.
Bert, what you doing, boy? Leadjet Lenny in the house.
Leadjet Lenny in this motherfucker.
Turbulence Tony.
Tony, baby. We outside,
Turbulence Tony. What are you talking about?
Walking through the hangar,
What are you
man.
talking about?
Walking through the hangar, man. We taking that one, Merch, ready? We taking that one right
You
there.
say you taking that one?
Yeah, we taking that one, right?
It's the unit, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. They get no money, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
According to Yayo, somebody with real pull didn't like the way he spoke on Jay-Z during another interview, and suddenly familiar voices started throwing his name around like he crossed some invisible line. But before all that heat kicked in, everything really sparked off when Jim Jones dropped that viral jab. An unexpected diss that shot across social media in seconds and had everybody talking.
No, I could have responded and said, yo, drop a pin, link up, we both can die, or I could have said, or I got a bigger house than you, or got more money than you. So sometimes, like, when I realize the hate is better for me. So first of all, I want to shout out Jomo for the promo. I want to shout out Memphis Bleek and N.O.R.E, because N.O.R.E is pushing Memphis Bleek. Hassan Campbell, Harlem Legend TV, China Brim, because it's promo to me. It doesn't matter. It was good promo.
Jones's sudden outburst caught almost everybody off guard. It blasted onto the internet like a spark hitting gasoline, and within minutes, the memes, reaction clips, and non-stop commentary were flooding every hip-hop page out there. Yayo kept his cool the whole time, acting completely unfazed, but the noise grew so loud that nobody could pretend it wasn't happening.
I appreciate it. You know, I like when lies turn into likes. It's all good. I'm not gonna go back and forth on the internet, and yo, look, 3, 4 in the morning, N.O.R.E's texting me, yo, keep the peace. Cause niggas know she could get ugly, but I just be chilling. I don't want to catch a tag stone case or nothing like that. But what I'm saying to you is, like, when people seeing you level up, they got evil eyes. That's why I pray every night to God. That's just evil eyes. G-Unit always been the bad guys. Now you gotta go to your favorite TV shows, 50 Action TV, whatever it is, and you see G-Unit.
Then G-Unit stepped in and flipped the whole vibe. Yayo, Uncle Murda, and 50 Cent popped up on a private jet, cracking jokes and showing they weren't stressed about anything. Not even for a second. 50 couldn't resist stirring things up. He playfully said that Bleek needed to fight back, dropping it with that signature smirk that always gets the internet buzzing. If nothing else, he proved he still knows exactly how to shake a room and turn simple drama into a full-blown moment.
Listen, I don't get on this internet and talk about nobody in no crazy way, man. I don't even know, and I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because while niggas is chilling in the streets and bodegas in the front of the bodega, I'm in fucking Morocco eating smoked duck, nigga. Know what I'm saying? In Italy with Leonardo. This motherfucker owns so many clubs in Europe. billionaires. I'm in rooms like that, so all that shit don't really matter to me. You know what I'm saying? You see my response, I ain't say nothing, but I was on that private jet, right? Me, Murder, and 50 was joking around on the private jet. That's what we do.
Publicly, Yayo kept the same steady vibe, calm, collected, and locked into his own lane like nothing could push him off track. But behind the scenes, he shared something that made people look twice. He said N.O.R.E called him at 4 in the morning, telling him to keep the peace. Yayo knew exactly what that kind of call meant. He'd been in the industry long enough to understand how certain relationships and behind-the-scenes alliances can quietly tilt a whole narrative before anyone notices. He also reminded people of something they tend to overlook. While some artists only jumped into podcasting after their music started slowing down, he had already been expanding his world. He'd been building businesses, traveling across different countries, and stacking real money while staying low-key. Yayo made it clear he wasn't somebody who panicked under pressure. He survived prison, fame, old beefs, and the wild G-Unit era, so a little media drama wasn't about to shake him now.
So it's like, for me, I don't get caught up in the bullshit, man. I just stay humble, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we just get into the money over here, man. My answer is being on a private jet, eating that smoked duck in Morocco.
When Yayo got asked whether Jim Jones crossed the line with that smokes hard comment, he didn't even blink. He stayed solid, completely unshaken by the question. Fans definitely didn't take it lightly, though. These were real street-certified men, not random internet voices, and everybody understood how fast a few reckless words could flip into something way messier if pride got involved. What made the situation even more layered was the difference in how their lives were moving. Yayo brushed the whole thing off while hopping on jets, shooting content in Morocco, and gearing up to launch his own dispensary business. He was out here expanding, leveling up, and enjoying life. Meanwhile, he subtly pointed out that some of the rappers who slid into podcasting didn't have that same wave pushing them forward. Their shows were active, but they lacked that spark, that real pull that keeps people tuning in.
Listen, a lot of dudes like a Jim, when have you seen Memphis Bleek or Jim go on their own tour personally?
Yayo also brought up something people almost never say out loud. G-Unit had always been treated like the industry's villains, like they were the crew everybody loved to blame. So when Bleek and Jones started taking shots at him, he didn't see it as some real personal issue. He felt it was politics, plain and simple. In his eyes, certain platforms, especially ones linked to Rock Nation or connected to places like Drink Champs, were lining up together and trying to shade him just because he spoke honestly on other shows. He made it clear he wasn't worried about Bleek or Jones themselves. That part didn't stress him at all. What did concern him were the unpredictable people surrounding them. As he put it, entourages are the ones who can turn a regular disagreement into something dangerous, not the actual artists. Yayo kept saying he's living a whole different lifestyle now, focusing on business, travel, and growth. And the last thing he wanted was to get pulled back into old habits or old street patterns he already moved past.
But when have you seen him or Memphis Bleek overseas anywhere? Me, I just did shows in the Swiss Alps. The Swiss fucking Alps. We not took these motherfuckers skiing in Vermont. I'm in the Swiss Alps. Like, it's a whole different level, you know what I'm saying? So I just let motherfuckers hate.
Yayo started questioning whether N.O.R.E accidentally kicked this whole situation into motion after he spoke on Jay-Z, whether it was intentional or not. To him, everything felt way too similar to the old rap game politics. Pick a side, stick to your circle, and keep quiet about certain power players if you want doors to stay open. It was the same pressure, just wrapped in podcast culture instead of record labels. He also pointed out something people avoid admitting. Some rappers who slid into the podcast world couldn't even move freely. Their affiliations held them back. They couldn't speak on certain topics. They couldn't critique certain individuals, and they carried themselves more like they were still signed to a label instead of hosting an independent platform. Yayo refused to move like that, refused to let alliances mute him, and made it clear he wasn't about to trade honesty for industry approval.
I think Bleek was more on a promo campaign funded by N.O.R.E. You know what I'm saying? I said the Jay-Z thing, and I understand.
While Yayo kept jumping into interviews and stacking serious numbers, he noticed a lot of other artists struggling to get their podcasts off the ground. Big names like Jim Jones, Fabulous, Jadakiss, and even Joe Budden brought major star power, but their shows didn't hit the way people expected. The issue wasn't talent, it was honesty. Audiences wanted real talk, unfiltered energy, and these shows moved too carefully, like everyone was scared to step on the toes of industry heavyweights. Meanwhile, Yayo was moving completely different. He was showing love to smaller creators, popping up on major platforms like Vlad TV, and building real connections without asking for anything back. That's why so many people praised him. He acknowledged the underdogs, the grinders, the folks who rarely get shine from big name rappers. He wasn't acting too important for anyone, and that made his voice feel authentic and refreshing.
You know what I'm saying? I'm never, like I said, I'm never worried about the rap. I'm worried about the stupid nigga in your entourage that's ready to crash out. You know what I'm saying? But that shit costs lawyer money and bail money and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I know it can get real. So for me, I don't worry. I let niggas talk. I'm doing big business over here, man. I ain't worried about these niggas. But if they want to do house wars, we could always do that. Like, I got nice property. We was buying houses when we was in our 20s. You know, cars, we could do that too. But I just don't brag and like to show anything because I like to just stay humble. I really don't care about it.
Near the end of the conversation, Yayo stood firm on what he believed started this whole mess. One honest moment about Jay-Z, and suddenly the dominoes began falling. Bleek came at him from one angle, Jim Jones fired off from another, and N.O.R.E slid in trying to calm everything down like he was acting as the unofficial referee. To Yayo, it didn't feel random, it felt coordinated. Like the industry responding all at once because he refused to bite his tongue. But instead of reacting wild or getting pulled into some never-ending spiral, Yayo locked in and stayed focused. He secured new deals, expanded his business moves, traveled across different countries, and even hinted that he might launch his own podcast soon. The drama didn't slow him down, too. It actually pushed his name even further into the spotlight. Now, with everybody keeping an eye on which rapper turned podcaster is gonna rise next, Yayo is already ahead of the race. He's not boxed in by labels, not silenced by hidden alliances, and definitely not stressed about who's talking about him online. He's too busy leveling up and building the next chapter on his own terms.